something all the time with this same INEC chairman that they are appointed by Tinubu to come and do the will of Nigerian people. I don't think it's possible at all the way these people are moving. And then within the election again, nothing will happen. How is it to me? They will do the same thing again, nothing will still happen. So for me, it's very annoying. It's very, very annoying that this kind of country that everything is just rubber stamp. Senate rubber stamp, INEC rubber stamp, everything rubber stamp. You know, you have taken over more than 30 state governors. You are not yet okay. You are still looking for a way to capture that institutions. Only you one. Yeah, only you one. At the same time, you are still trying to destroy the only person who have now as opposition. At the same time, only you one person. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. You captured all the governors, and now you want to capture an electoral empire. You are still wanting to destroy People's Party. You don't want. The thing is too much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, one day. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Abuja Billy. Let's circulate further. Grant, you don't talk. Let's boy. Then we'll go to Charlie P.
Okuna Day, then we'll just continue. Okuna Day.
Yeah, I didn't even look at. I just.
Yeah.
In what order, Dr. A? In what order do you want to go?
No, let Okuna Day speak. Then we'll just get the Ari. Chris is also here. Grant is also here. Chuka is also, but Chuka has not spoken. So Okuna Day, Chuka. Then,
I'm okay for now. Let people speak. I think we've been here since since this place started. So let other people have their chance.
So Grandmaster, if you want to time it.
And even go to the list.
No, Chris, just be there. Chris, Grandmaster, so you can Harry can chime in anytime. So
sorry, Dr. A. Grandmaster, my brother. Good evening. Hi, Chris. I didn't even greet anybody.
Oh, I can't even see you. I can't even see you.
Chris, I'm here. You can't see me, but I can see you.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Dr. A.
You've been enjoying forensic analyst now. So
it's so shameful.
All right, so who is going next? Like Dr. A, I said.
So let's Okunade.
Okunade, are you there? You have the mic. Let's move on. I guess I can't see even. I can't even see.
From my own end, though, I'm seeing that Okunade is requesting. He's not yet up on the speaker session. Yes. That's what I see from my end.
Okay. If you're looking for speed, then you can drop. If you're looking for speed, you can drop. If you're looking for speed, so that can come up.
Okay. So, okay, Oma, over to you. Carry on.
I just came more. I don't know the lineup, but I can see boy, Uncle P,
Chuka Facts. If Chuka goes and Ferdinand, then you can just we're talking about
Chuka is not Chuka Facts is not here too.
Chuka is not here. I can't see Chuka. Yeah. Take boy, Uncle P, Charlie P, the two P's. Any of you can go. Boy, anybody, take the mic.
I'll go after the next person. Let me arrange something.
All right. Charlie P.
Where they enjoy my roasted baka.
Come back, come meet us then. Let's go with them.
No matter how good evening. When I talk, I enjoy this food before I use INEC.
Yeah. My leader.
every day I was down, my feet in the car.
You have the mic.
You hear me, right? You hear me?
Absolutely. Yeah, sure.
How you do that?
Anyway,
I don't have I don't have it in the system, whatever. I don't even have it in the agency as a party. Right? My time they took for social media, that's on the streets. If by May, ADC does not choose Peter Obi as a candidate, I'll focus on my life. And I will not go to bother myself on what happened to Nigeria. I will not bother myself at all. Right? And for INEC, I'm not saying anything.
I can't hear anything. Is it from my own end?
Can you hear me? So I 10/10.
Yeah, well, I can hear you. Chris, you can drop.
I can hear you. You're using bedroom voice, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I see the bedroom. And this INEC chairman if you do a background check on this man, you will know who he is, right? You need to be very savvy with the history of Nigeria or history of this person, right? Go check this person out, his background or whatever it is. When I saw that email first, that tweet first, people said, no, now somebody is using handle, right? Until in last 2 weeks, it is supposed again. And this time around, people have been done on that stuff. I was watching Channel Television this afternoon, like for yesterday or so, maybe previous year. And I saw one man making argument. I was like, this will not get family member, we go advise them. Or what kind of thing is either you don't get shame in home, like somebody could tell you what they do not do wrong, or that after years back, you look back and feel very at home that what you did was right. Sometimes you don't get conscience that fix you, like normal human beings are supposed to be free by conscience of what is wrong. And that's Tinubu to do something right. And I've always said, like Billy said, having a president and giving him power to appoint INEC chairman, I don't know how the people that full question of Nigeria came about that particular procedure. There's a very big taboo. I don't understand what it is. Over the years, I have argued about the Nigerian system that the reason why the Nigerian system has been able to live to this extent is because people that have mounted that system have not been criminal-minded. They may be dictatorial, they may be so many things. They've never been criminal-minded. That's the honest truth. Today, you have a criminal as president of Nigeria. That's the person. You're not minding what is word criminal, right? Tinubu is a criminal, and it's not said because I'm using the word in a way that no, he's a criminal. And anything that I said here, I can prove everything I've said here, right? So even a criminal, the mental of leadership in Nigeria will show you the level of weakness of our system. It will bring to fore how bad our system is. That's what you are seeing today, and you're going to see more of it, right? Today in Nigeria, there's no elder anymore in Nigeria. There's no royalty, there's no pastor, there's no imam. All of them have become criminally minded like Tinubu because we're able to show you that we don't have a system. What we have is a corrupt and criminal system. That's what you are saying today. I've argued before. I said, if a criminal make mistake, government of Nigeria, you will see how distrustful this Nigerian system is. 1st of March 2023, I stopped watching television. Today, I never watched television in my life. Like, I don't on television, on the watch Nigeria. It's not possible, right? I don't watch. I don't listen to Tinubu. I don't hear anything they talk. I don't care about anything. But I thought maybe we're trying to change. But the way it's going now, by May, I like play on Twitter with everybody again. Whatever Nigeria chooses to do with his life, that's Nigeria's problem. I don't care about the country anymore at that time anymore. Like, I'm not like to use it. It's not said out of anything. Like now, I'm getting fatigued. Right? You know, my friend tell about his own space. I get fatigued listening to space or reading anything or even try to. I don't even get faith in anything anymore, right? So by May, if the only hope I have right now, which is still very important, is ADC, not even INEC. If ADC said they want to still go back to 90 years old person to president of Nigeria, it means that me at my age, I don't have future for Nigeria. That's honest truth because it means that Nigeria does not look my way by mistake. Nigeria want to look at people who were born in the 1940s, right? My mom, Tinubu's article is not my mom, right? Imagine my mom at that level still fighting like Nigeria presidency, right? It doesn't make any sense to me, right? So what somebody should be talking about. So if anything failed to do the right thing, in my opinion, I completely let's focus on my life. I will already know people with my friend already. I can talk to them on phone and move on with it. That's the honest truth. Because every day I have reason not to continue to be on Twitter. That's the honest truth. I feel that by just talking, there's nothing changing. And having a criminal like people, you can finance people to come and argue with you on Twitter, waste your time with you while they are trying to do right? I don't think that's anything for me. Try to argue with people when they will not get to lose in their life. They're already lost in their life. They're already at the level they did. So they can't move anywhere. They can't move anywhere again. So arguing with them is like you trying to bring yourself down to be at the level. Because one thing about people is that they can bring you to their level of stability, and I will beat you up with stability. That's how it is. I don't want to waste my time with that at all. I'm too young. I have a lot of things I want to pursue. I don't think Nigeria should be one of them, right? So if by May, ADC particularly, this is my book of tea. I don't care about INEC. I don't feel that INEC, when we are ready, after the ADC don't give us tickets, the INEC chairman will live there. He's not going to be begging him to live there. He's going to live there with fight. He's going to live there with a hand, right? We'll give our pressure, we will live there. So right now, my cup of tea is ADC because it's more important to me than INEC right now. If ADC fail to do what is needful, giving an 80 years old ticket, there's no future for me as a person. It's not an argument. Say, you have looked at me finish. Then I the only person who rule me 26 is to give another person maybe 80 years. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, it has anything with the pursue for this life. You are still looking at the old time. Like, can a people operate a laptop? Can it operate a tab? Can you operate a system 26? What are we talking about? So if ADC is choosing not to do the right thing, which my right thing here is simple. If ADC is to give a ticket, I'll personally leave I'm going to argue all specifics and I'm not bothered about Nigeria anymore. I'll complain and say the country is doomed, right? I'll be better than Nnamdi Kanu, because Nnamdi Kanu will be better than me, because I'll completely stored up myself completely in the system, like when it is. I still have just only one chance, and it's just 14th of May. If ADC fails to do the right thing, I'm done with Twitter. Thank you so much, my leader.
All right. Well, we can't afford to not see you on Twitter. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. ADC will do the right thing. Yeah.
Oh boy, we cannot leave that.
Well, Agbo, you are very passionate. God bless you. For real. God bless you.
You know what? For all of us, for everybody here, most of us are in diaspora, right? The truth be say, look, even if it's at play or at work or maybe in a community like maybe your church, you see other people talk about their country. Like, I have a friend, he goes home like 4 times a year. He's Indian. Like, I don't build like 5 houses. The same amount of, like, you don't carry that salary, go Nigeria, go do something. But this guy will kind of go India, go do something. So when you see other people, Mexicans, they talk about their country, bro. But I understand though. I feel your pain, but you cannot leave that country to go to ruins, man. You can't afford to. Because if it's up, they tell all of us, we'll go our house. Where we want to go, bro? I don't want me my children when they ask me, say, Daddy,
I
what
go
did
Ghana
you do?
day, Gambia day, Cameroon day. I go around.
Allah, boy. They no day,
Oh boy, we
brother.
don't
They no day.
eat.
No
We
worry.
can't.
Those niggas they hate you
Oh
past
boy,
Yoruba.
we
No
cannot.
worry.
We
I
cannot.
swear.
We just have to. We've started it. We don't start the fight. Like grandmaster talk, right? For instance, for him now, it hard him to tweet like maybe once or twice a day. But when he has the time, he will come here, he will still do a bit, right? That's not for everybody. All of us know if we converge at once, but we just have to continue. We know if we just happy. I know be go be that musician the way he talks there. I know if you start better, I know if you finish, I know if you church finity, right? We don't start now. We can't finish now. Like I've been tweeting recently, and I don't give a fuck. If I die, I die. YOLO, right? You don't understand. I go vote and I go defend that my own vote. If now my blood it take me, it take him. Do you understand? The US, the Canada, where all of us live today, people bled to be a place people can live in, right? So we too, we guys,
Chris, it's not about dying.
do
Dying for
little
Nigeria is not my problem. It's about you die. Will you continue the fight? We will wait. You have more people in Nigeria than any can imagine. You have more people.
No.
So that's the part. See, let me so that for Nigeria is a problem, right? But it's about people you are dying for. There's a problem. Nigeria I'm not victims of the problem. Nigerians are accomplices of the problem. Not that Nigeria are not there aware of this the problem. Somebody have not eaten. They have not even had good meal for a long time. You not come and argue with Tinubu for you or that. I still say that make I go down and go die. It's not possible. I used to say if I have 10% of what to be hard, right? I'll go and marry my wife. I'll go and buy a house in one American country, one part of American island. Stay there and just not live my life. But there's no reason why you put yourself in Nigeria. People will make a tweet today. Go that tweet. People go to cause you know the president of Nigeria. You know, there's nothing where the guy go lose. There's nothing where he go lose. There's nothing where the guy go fight where he go lose. Why should I even be putting myself for people not get him? Let them be damaged. Let them go there. Let them not kill them. Let police they kill them. Make anything they kill them. Let them go and kill them. That's the problem. When they move want to change, they will change on their own. Nobody go preach to them. That's honest. That's how I concluded on Nigeria issue. I already lost faith, my brother, right? So not to say some of us, when I finished university, I got job with federal government. I will retain after my youth service. Immediately after my youth service, I will retain to work in government. So I put my youthful age in that system because I wanted to like contribute to it. But whatever is going on today, you are seeing it. So you cannot tell me say you're not aware wherever it is. I don't believe that Nigeria will be my home. What Nigeria will be today is that my parents were buried in Nigeria. So when my children grow up, I will take them to Nigeria and say, this is where I bury my father and my mother. That's all they own Nigeria. That's all. That's all they own Nigeria. There's nothing more than that. So don't you say some of us they talk about it. We're not talking about idleness. So if you want to go and pay for
I see your pain, Sha. I know, like that was a but I don't know, man.
Did you guys listen to Femi Gbajabiamila? I think he was he not part of the Nadeko? Was he not part of those carrying bag for Tinubu when they claimed they were? I mean, they were doing the whole Nadeko something. Why is it that these people that even claim those days to help us fight for this democracy?
Cannot be part of the
Them now.
Gbajabiamila no get criminal record for US.
$25,000.
Ogboy, now you are one from not talk like this. My brother, no give up for real. As you see, you get what's in Chris talk where I believe you. I'm gonna forget to see Nigerian education level. They're saying that 15% get post-secondary school education. I'll tell you this for a fact, bro. If you want to fight for Nigeria, you first fight against Nigerians. It is the fact. And there was something you say you have university level you were retained. Sorry, you cannot hear me clearly.
Before you continue, did you just mention education level? How much you see that some of the worst people where they support this government, where they always come here, Congress?
My bro. I want to make you understand something.
Wait, now,
just people I know where you go.
No, you see, land. Make I land this point. People when they come here, they give you forensic clamber. Maybe say they see. Wait now.
I know where you go. That's why I want to
just a second. I beg.
No worry. Go on. I hear you.
30 seconds. People when they give you forensic clamber, are they not educated? Some of the foolish elders who they 50 years old, 60 years old, when they come here, they tell you say Peter will never be president. Are they not in the UK? They not educated. They don't do masters for you
to understand.
You only know about education. No, we can leave all this way.
No, it is. It's not about education. Let me tell you why.
It's not about education. It's not about education.
Let me tell you why it is. They are educated enough to exploit the uneducated populace. You need to understand that. If you can't hear me, sorry, I have between my mouth.
I think I disagree that it has to do with education. I know somebody they said is one.
You get the way you go there inside bar. When we say now you speak the whole English inside the bar, nobody speak debate with you. That is they are using their education to exploit. They are finding loopholes.
It's not about education. That's the honest truth.
No. So education should not be used to oppress people. Then if you get
that's what they are doing. That's exactly what they are doing. That's what you need to understand. They're always speaking English, saying things that mean absolutely not. They will spawn the finest of words, bring up the finest of philosophies and theories and all that to just push their tribalism and nepotism. That's what I need to understand. Bro, my brother, I get what you try to talk. Forget this thing. They try and lie. They lie. Some of us here were independent thinkers. That's why we are not inside that category. We fit think for ourselves. Get some people where they need very dark man to come tell them what they happen for Nigeria for them to think for themselves. They need very dark man to come tell them. You're not in that category, so you don't understand. I'm not even trying to judge you anyway. But there are certain people that they need someone to think for them. You understand? Okay, let me say education and low IQ, probably, but you need to understand that for the fact that you're exposed enough to be able to think for yourself. Or more people, if you stand in Nigeria, out of 10 people, you might be the only one that's exposed enough because we're surrounded by people that can't even think for themselves, brother. I don't really just get
make I just finish this talk I want to talk. I just make I be my mouth. P, I vehemently disagree that it has anything to do with education. Uncle P, these people know exactly what they are doing.
I say they know. I don't disagree with that.
People will come out for Westminster. They sing on your mandate we shall stand. People, papa, people, mama, people that bought ticket and flew to the UK for masters.
No. Master, use the word. People that escaped the current Nigerian situation.
Even if it's £500.
Grandmaster, use the right word.
Wait. Charlie P. Are you telling me that these guys are not educated enough? People that went to Canada to mount how did the TikTok again? Now post away the mounts, right?
Billboard.
Yeah.
Billboard.
Are these not educated Nigerians that escaped this country?
Uncle
The
Grandmaster,
people
I
that
want
are
to make you
coming on this
understand
app
something.
every day to spin data.
I want to make you understand something. If person they talk rubbish for space, the first thing they try to insult my intelligence. Those people they feel
no, Uncle P,
no, I'm not even talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Hold on. They feel say they feel spawn the nicest word to defend any type of.
Uncle P, let me give you the lowdown. Just a moment, let me give you the lowdown. I'm not saying that illiteracy or lack of education in the subject of politics and election is not part of it. But see, Uncle P, at a point in time, all of us have to come to the terms that Nigerians are inherently wicked people.
I agree,
Nigerians
bros,
will see that there is nothing
the day
for
I get accidents, bros, not very. You continue to the day I had an accident.
We are inherently very wicked individuals. Somebody comes under Peter Obi's post and tells him, "You will never be president of this country." After the man may have drafted one of the best posts you ever, thought-provoking posts you ever read. You read and ask yourself, "Is this what I should actually be thinking about?" And somebody come and tell you, "You will never be president." No, when you go to that person's DP,
somebody grandmaster check the demography and the name.
Wait, now, Harry, I don't want to point fingers here, right? If you go to the DP of that person, you will see that this person literally understands what poverty is, because you can clearly see this person begging. You can clearly see this person going through it. But this person will come under a post that literally articulates his or her position as a Nigerian of today, 2026, and will write, "You will never be president, Olule. You go fail." Is this not wickedness? Because there is nothing this person is going to gain. Absolutely nothing. By typing these things, by continuously, supporting these guys, this person will never get shit. Even one kobo you never get. So tell me that this is not pure wickedness. Remember, it's not about education. Nigerians are very wicked people, and I've come to terms with that.
But
one of those people is that there are still some reasonable.
Don't you think?
Yeah, go ahead, Harry.
When you say it is wickedness, I'll not even accept that, because if I actually want to be wicked with somebody, I'd actually pay for not a free site to actually get hold of the email behind your account, if that is what INEC was trying to do. INEC using a free website to get false emails of people they think they are their ops. I don't think it's even wicked. It's plain stupidity. And when I say these things, people say, Harry is a bigot. It is pure Ewedu logic, because not
my brother, don't be angry. But me, I'm a bigot. You see, I'm using my real picture.
No,
I'm saying it. I'm a pure bigot. Dr. AI, they laugh in the flow when they see my post. I'm a pure bigot in my face.
About being a bigot anymore. Look at my name. It is Dagot. As a bigot, if you cross my path, you must die. I don't believe you until you die. That's why I'm a Dagot. So let's keep it clear.
No, it needs to be like that, my brother. Except you have not been a victim. If you have been a victim of this thing, you have to be. Anybody that is coming to tell you, please die it down. No.
Don't like to say, right? Like they do it intentionally. Like they choose to, they know what they are doing exactly. It's not about education. Sometimes when they come to our space, I was just like, guy, I know what you're about to do. Let's be sensible. Like even there was this guy, one propaganda that was just called.
This is why I told you that it is plain stupidity, because I don't understand why people say they don't statistics where you are from. Me, where
I can't hear Harry again. Is it just me?
No, I
It's
can't
not
hear you.
Harry, drop request again, because I can't hear you. Let's have the next. Who is going next? I think it was Grandmaster.
Grandmaster Omar. Omar, you can chime in. Where's Omar? Omar.
I'm here.
There are some people here, just give them the mic, right? Me, I just chime in every once in a while, because we say, honestly.
And Grant, I agree with you. This is not about education, I beg, because you don't need education to know the difference between good and evil. If you
Mama, I want you to understand
speaking
something,
English,
please. I don't want you guys to get me wrong.
different
I
dialects.
understand, and I agree with what you guys. I'm trying to tell you that they're exploiting the lack of education. I'm not saying that they are not educated. I'm saying that they know that they have exposure and they know that they can spawn words and all that, and they're using to exploit people that are not as educated as them.
So Chris, when you talk about
their motive is not.
But a lot of
people.
But a lot of people working with them are a lot of people working with them are educated as well. All these APC people are all over.
I agree 100%.
They're all educated.
They're exploiting the fact that only 1% of Nigerians have university degree.
No. So it's fine. Uncle P, it's fine that you have university degree. 1%. So is it exploitation?
They're exploiting the uneducated. That's what I'm just trying to say.
That's what exactly. So that's what
but we have a lot. We have so many people that are educated too. Uncle P, let me tell you guys something.
Is education the common sense out of you? Common sense, not to say you're hungry.
Exactly, common sense that will make that you know.
Exactly. You do the best. Hey,
that means you're not getting investment in Nigeria. That's honest truth. That means you're not getting investment. What Nigeria? Let me give you this afternoon. I was doing a research on identity theft in US. Right? My brother, as I put up my Westlaw and this thing, the name that came out of that particular place, the first 10 names that come out, when they do the assignment, now Nigerians, Kolawole, Stephen, different names, Nigerian names. Like, and we're looking at the fact. And when you look at the fact, you go tell you this person came from Nigeria. It does not take you out the fact that there's something wrong with us. If we did America, we run away from our country. They claim for the country the way you run away. Because somebody say put Nigeria control where you make you run away. You need the education to say you not get sense. You need education to not get head. So it's not about education by mistake. From my first CPO, from Mr. Daniel, they are well educated, very well educated, but they know this. They support this evil every 4 years. They will support that they will run away from the country. Does it make sense that you to run away from your country? One guy voted for US, he voted for 4 years. How have you been voting? He said you vote for Tinubu, Bola 2011, 2015, Bola Tinubu 2023. And you know they live in America, Nigeria. You go vote for UK. So it's not education, it's about people being deliberate to their actions. And education does not have in Nigeria. In terms of Duas Amotiton is a professor of law and an SAM. Does he not know that somebody Tinubu is against being an NHM? This is what it means to be trustworthy. This is what makes you get trust as a content. In the US, this one that they wear, now this thing they go believe. Why? Because they say the truth. In Nigeria, if I tell you the original, you say America check out. Because you don't trust me when I tell you the truth. You don't believe my truth. You don't believe that I tell you the truth. So don't let anybody deceive you. Duas Amotiton know very well that he's not competent to be chairman of INEC. He knows very well. He's there. He doesn't know his education. He's a professor of law with an STI and access to it. He's the best student in his class, 1988 class. He was the best student in his class. So don't say no anything. So just a little thing about the guy. Let me stop making it big. What have you done with it? Everything you don't achieve in your life. Tinubu just come tarnish and for him. Tinubu just come. He can't see this Tinubu and still be a minister, and still be anything, and still retain his professorship and say anything about him, except that he lied. He's a criminal. Not transparent, whatever it is. That was not who he was. With a criminal like Tinubu, he must be tarnished today.
Do you know the annoying part? With all this, they don't have shame.
If you heard 2 days ago, I was watching the video. When this guy will be in a very mockery, like if Nigerians are angry, Nigerians supposed to leave tomorrow. We're supposed to stone all of them today. To say, oh, God will help us. That's good for you. But let me pray for myself. Because a senior president of Nigeria stood on a particular podium, a highly placed podium, and started saying with his mouth that that was before he became chairman of INEC. And this guy is a lawyer. The senior president of Nigeria is a lawyer. So don't come and say education. Education does not have common sense. My grandmother who give birth to my mother was not educated, but she not going to do this thing we talk about. She taught me law, how to do the right thing. She doesn't have any formal education. So not looking at education is the reason why you have the university professorship. You don't get common sense. So don't come out and put it side by side and say common sense and education is not the same thing. They're not the same thing. So please, side by side. If you don't have education, you know what is right and what is wrong. Just set on your head, know what is right and what is wrong. So that's a criminal. The reason why Nigeria will make any head because we try to justify action and say the educator should do the right thing. Yeah. Where did one? Obi was governor of dollars. He left investment. He left them. Somebody was governor. He kept on it. So he took his education. No, it's about your conscience about who you are. a thief. A thief. It doesn't matter that you have a thief to your name. A thief. So why was that they call people by their name? Who know where we are going? But excuse for them, he's educated. It doesn't matter whether he's in America. But the time he was in America, process in America. He still people Abiodun is the governor of the state. This is what you will say. You're going to see more criminals. People want Nigerian power. What to go and die for the country or come and start putting my argument. Oh, let's focus on our right. If Nigeria won't get ahead, that's fine. If you don't get ahead, that's okay too.
Because Bola is a lawyer. He's in that government.
A lawyer. He's not just a
Keyamo
lawyer.
is a lawyer. Keyamo is a son. So it doesn't have anything to do with education. It's just some set of people that choose to, every time he calls.
I think it's just in between. Not Grandmaster yesterday we were on a space. I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I was saying that a bunch of young Nigerians were on a space, and they were just talking about things that were totally unrelated to realities, back home. And then someone, just chipped in, segued into politics and for bringing politics into what they were talking about. I think it's just choice. I think it's just you choosing to do the right thing, choosing to be a part of participate in the spaces where, in fact, all the decisions that affect your life, in the space where those decisions are taken, I think it's more than your right to partake into that space. I think Omo is right. It's just a matter of making choices. I think we know what we are doing as Nigerians. Even my mom was the last born in her house. We did her birthday a few days ago. Her mom did not let her go to university. She like say she must stay with her for house with her. No business when my mama no fit run. Sometimes me and my siblings will be laughing at her mom. How did you calculate? How did you get down to this number that this is what you should go for? They say, stay there. Say you put transportation, you put this, you have to consider that. And also, now my mom matter for first getting like first my jaw. So because getting the first my jaw, and you know be like go to school. Or if you check I'm sure some things that you have to consider if you're like Peter Obi say you betrayed, you have to consider some things like trust, right? I don't think it's education. I think some Nigerians are just deliberate.
Chris is
Because they don't go there.
choices. Is choosing to do
choices.
the right thing. Even when Abuja Billy was saying, I don't blame INEC and all that. No, I blame them because you're a human being. If somebody tells you to do what you don't want to do, you can respect, decline. I don't want to do this. I resign. But you chose to be there to do the person's bidding. As much as I blame the person who brought you, I will also blame you too. Yeah, I will also blame you. Yes, not do you understand? If all the officers, as they call them from Abuja, every of them go say no. And
sis, do you know why it will be difficult?
Let's start time in this moment. Go and look at all the people that rigged your election in 2023. They were your professors, your lecturers. Not that they are only your professors and lecturers. They were your elderly, people in their 50s. The people that literally in this country were the ones that gathered themselves together and sat in a room and rewrote the results. And you guys are telling me that we don't have a fundamental problem. Bro, this is not about education. It is not about education. It takes a person that is inherently evil, see something as, let's say, I don't even know what to use, as election rigging, right? Detrimental as election rigging, and you decide to participate in it. Tell me what values, what morals will these people, these professors and lecturers that sat down and rigged that election, what would they instill in their own children? What is? You guys don't remember the video of that mama that was caught rigging an election? And nobody should come and tell me that they were doing it under duress. It's not under duress because this one is for integrity. And that is what is missing severely in this country. You can actually say no to things that are bad. You don't have to say yes to everything. Even if you want that gunshot, I say no, I will not do this because it's against my belief and my conscience. But Nigeria, you see people that are educated. So let's leave all this education. In fact, I will even tell you that I am more likely to pardon the ignorant ones who are not even savvy enough to understand how the electoral process is just natural ignorance taking its course. They do not know.
Children will now go abroad. A white man who probably took it in their bank to build his business at a lower interest will now look at that your son and say, you are a Negro, you are a black man. Will now do all sorts of inexplicable evil to that your son because he's a second-class person, assumed to be second class in that society. But his father or his grandfather destroyed their ancestral home. That's the level. That's the level of stupidity. That's level when you look at yourself, you don't have self-dignity. Like you don't even have respect for yourself. That's the level at which we are seeing political elite. And that's why we are in a very big trouble. But at the same time, oh boy, let us not give up. Anything, there's something we say in Igbo. We say, in finding solution, whatever you can do, please be doing. Let that be your contribution. If you stay on X and keep lending your voice, keep lending your voice. If you can sponsor people to go for protest, do it. If you can support people, still not give up, right? Because at the end of the day, let us remember this. This is our ancestral home. Hit you back. It should hit you hard when you sit down and reflect over it. Like you are destroying your ancestral home. This is your home. This your 30th grandfather was buried. So this is where you belong. I'm of a black man, right? Across Africa. Now, for Bola Tinubu, I cannot think that nobody, I don't know if in the context of corruption, stupidity, I don't think anybody has enjoyed it or has been positioned better than Bola Tinubu. Because Bola Tinubu, I would say, this is my opinion, arrived at a time when everything negative that was slowly brewing matured, got to its crescendo. Boy, some people have been on space where I gave a bit of understanding of what Nigeria was before and why the people that came before him could not do certain things, even at the level of military, in case you were younger. During the 90s, when the military guys were right, the judiciary guys, you see these guys in Supreme Court, if you like put gun on their head, they will tell you they won't do it. Abacha, you're talking nonsense. But Bangida, it will not happen. You see the press, you will bomb down their printing press, like Tell magazine. I remember that one all the time. You will burn it down. They will establish another one, right? You see the church. I will always talk about one man, Okoje, Bishop Okoje of Lagos then. These were the guys that pushed back and they were not scared. Like they pushed back with everything. And there's something that we will have to realize. Oh boy, I'm speaking to you on this. You see bullies, they are the most scared human being on planet Earth. Do you know that when those people stood in front of military and said, we're not going to do this, the military somehow became scared. The military in their might. Guys, National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, back then, when they say they are coming for you, when they say they are coming for you, right? Even with God, I have witnessed NANS. Right? I'm a cock gone. One chance day. You will kill 100 people. The other 100 and 200, 500 behind solve the problem. You see bullies. All these APC guys. Now they fear pass. Make we win it. Now they fear pass. I've witnessed it. As in my life as a person against army. In Enugu 82 division. And they said they were going to shoot. And our people doing this thing, they are scared. Because they know somehow at the back of their mind, half of them, but they want to test you. They want to test you, you know. So gradually they started dismantling those those elements that pushed back, against bad governance. ASU was one of them. When ASU was ASU. Nigerian Labour Congress was one of them. When Nigerian Labour Congress was Nigerian Labour Congress, right? So gradually they started defunding and cutting down budgets, educational budgets. So ASU started crumbling, right? And at the same time, the concept of internet arrived and became popular. And people actually saw that, oh, I have brain, I'm smart. I don't even need to be teaching in University of Nigeria and Soka. I don't need to be teaching in Futo. I don't need to be teaching in Unilab or in Uniben or ABU Zaria or Bafumi Awolowo University, Ivy League universities. And we lost those intelligentsias. They moved to Ivy League universities. Listen, they did not move to Kwekwe universities. They moved to the best universities across the world. In the United States, in Germany, in the United States. We lost them. Followed suit was maintenance into judiciary, right? Gradually. But those guys were pushing ahead. We are still around. People like Chukwu Oputa, Charlie Boy's father, right? They stood their ground. People say, no, don't give up. Keep talking. When we were younger, people like Olisa Bakoba, back then, he would not bend, especially when he was NBA president. People like this big-headed Festus Keyamo, people like this guy that sits on our rise now and talk nonsense. What's his name? This old man, right? People like them, they stood their grounds against government. They will write, they will speak. They were encouraged by the old war horses that were still around. But we lost that generation that followed the people that fought for our independence. And we gradually lost these guys. So gradually, we lost, ordinary Nigerians lost all those support systems, right? The church fell in their hands, obviously, and all that. So Bola Tinubu arrived at a time when everything has been set for him to be as evil as the word evil can be. One of the last persons that did the judiciary dirty was President Buhari. When he removed, was it Onoje? That was his name. Boy, you know this better than me because it's your field. When he blatantly removed him, and when Alaga Chikawabaka took him to court after 2019 election and said, what certificate, what WAEC or whatever did you contest with? And the Supreme Court ruled that technically, you don't really require this to be president. See, when those things were happening, right, we did not know that we were destroying the last line of defense that ordinary people had. I will put almost my life on this. If Peter Obi and had the same issue that they had in Anambra back in the days, don't bring Peter Obi back. Peter Obi will not see what's his name? Agoka in Anambra State. He will not see it. Supreme Court would have ruled over him and tell him to get out. But then we see Supreme still meant something. But some people gradually, the government of Muhammadu Buhari decapitated that, neutralized it, removed that Supreme, and destroyed when, in fact, the coast is clear for him to do everything. But that doesn't mean we should give up hope. When it seems nothing could work, is when something actually would work. Because if you look at the build-up, it will be from the time, almost from the time of his birth, that people that know, right, had dealings with him, 20 years ago. Peter is still the same. When you look at him, you look as if somehow divinity, or you can call it God, you can call it earth, you can call it universe, was somehow preparing him for the task that he's going to face today. And that was why he will come out and say to you, if you can find where I have taken 1 naira from this, either from contract, from a contractor, or from this, I will leave politics. And in a society as corrupt, as endemically corrupt as Nigeria is, nobody has been able to find anything on him. That means there is hope. That means somehow the universe has not forgotten us. So Nigerians, whatever you can do, please don't throw in the towel. Be doing it. Let us keep contributing from left, right, from north, south, east, west, wherever you are. Just keep contributing. At some point, it will come together. Land will be rescued, and the dignity of ordinary man will be restored. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chikwen. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so Dr. Yeah, are you still there? Like, I listened to the lead counsel, the lawyer to the family. Like, I'm still, I mean, I don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand granting him bail. And then another thing again, I even want, see, I feel that interview that Mike Igini granted Sheon on channels this evening. So according to Mike Igini, it's even better that INEC shouldn't just go ahead and keep wasting those billions. Let them just, give our judiciary the names of the governors they want. Let the governors just, let the court just announce their names, because there's no point.
So you don't get a point. 10/10. So this is the point.
Judicialization of the whole thing.
No. So listen, the election, the charade will hold. The reason why the charade is holding is not for you, Nigerians. For you, Nigerians, you will be rigged. And you will see that you've been rigged, right? The charade is for the international community. It is not for you.
Just to legitimize
yes, it is to put a pretense of illegitimate government in the country. So they know that without a legitimate government that is seen to have conducted an election and gotten through a proper election, that the international community will boycott them, possibly place sanctions on Nigeria. This is not what they are looking for.
They can't take loans anymore now.
They cannot take loans anymore. Yes. So the charade, election rigging, no, that is for you internally. That will be taken care of. You see the election ballot box snatching, you see the shutting down of IREF, you see the intimidation, you see the threats. All those will definitely take place within the boundaries of Nigeria. But at the end of the day, they will get in their usual observers, quote and unquote, who will come and witness all these things, but go out there and write glowing review of the election and say that, oh, this is one of the peaceful elections. In fact, the areas where they are, they normally station those election observers in specific areas, right? So there's something like, let's say, in Lagos Island or some parts of Abuja.
VI, all those places.
Exactly, some parts of Abuja where they will orchestrate a form of a peaceful election where people file out, and then those election observers now write a very glowing review of the election and say, oh, it was very peaceful, where everything went well. That is all they need. And then the illegitimacy continues. But you within Nigeria, no. INEC will do the rest of the job for them. So if the election is not for you, the election will hold, but it's not for you. So just understand that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Grant. See, Grant, there used to be a time when I hear things about these African leaders with their sit tight, with those sit tight syndrome, I used to imagine, these citizens, they just allow the president just to do anyhow, like just do whatever they like. I never knew I was gonna be a victim of one. I never knew a time would come when, like, you wake up in the morning, you will see an INEC or a judiciary that will read what you used to know upside down. and then the president will still come out on TV and
let me put a caveat
boldly
now.
say things.
Biko, no vex, I just drop this.
Yeah.
Let me put a caveat. I'm not coming here I will not discourage Nigerians. If the APC thinks that in 2027 they will repeat what they did in 2023, that they will rig the election and Nigerians will watch them, APC should prepare to watch this country boil to the ground. It will, because what we are not going to allow again is to witness what happened in 2023. We trusted them. We believed INEC. We did not know this was what they were all planning. So if they think that somehow Nigerians will give up, they are going to discourage Nigerians, maybe say one or two things, it won't happen. So let them go and prepare for the fight. I don't know about you guys, so in your own states. In my own state of Enugu, we are preparing for war. As I'm speaking to you right now, within the communities in Enugu, people are preparing for war because it is going to be war. You see that thing that they say they are going to give them votes in Enugu, APC is going to take. You will come and take those votes. We will make that statement. I don't know about other people, other states. If you like, give up your state for free. But for us, you will not take our vote away like that. It won't happen. So if APC thinks that Nigerians are going to fold their arms in 2027 and allow them just match themselves back into power without any form of resistance, you are joking. I promise you, my own states will not go witness madness. People are preparing. You see, even if we go kill ourselves, we go do them. But APC is not going to take our states. And we are going to prove it to you. That is just what it is. So let me just put it out there. So for those who think that, they are being discouraged or something, it is up to you to do what you need to do to defend your own democracy. Grant will not come to your state and protect your votes. He will not come to your polling unit to protect your own votes. It is up to you to put up that fight. But if you feel like you cannot fight that fight and you have given up, good for you. Where we are from, we will make that statement. It is rather we go down standing than to fall on our knees and give up without a fight. It won't happen. Enugu State is a no-go area, and we will battle for the soul of that state. Thank you very much, Ayod.
Yeah, thank you, Grant. And I kind of think that's part of why he does not want to see a viable opposition that would, contest that 2027 with him. Because he knows that when if he gets to that point, it will not be a home run. Just go home and everybody goes home. So yeah, couple of people just came up. Yeah, Mark Charlie or something. Yeah, Mark Charlie, don't let me murder your name. And then we'll go to Oluwa Damilari. Say, Mike, Charlie, you have the mic.
Good evening, everyone, please.
Yeah, good evening. What's up? Yeah, you have the mic.
I commend everyone here. Like, I've been so satisfied hearing from everyone what you guys are saying. And Grandmaster, I hear you, bro. You're a real man, understand? And not even aside that, you are not a kind of intimidating people, understand? Trying to threat people, understand? But this is a new state, you understand? Okay, they make their choices. It has happened over and over and over again, understand? So basically in Nigeria right now, a lot of us has pointed out so many problems that we have, how all these old people are just using Nigeria to do caricature, understand? Okay, but the only thing I heard from someone here is Grandmaster, what are the solutions what are the solutions we are mapping out in order to make this 2027 a different one? Because as you are here talking about this, they have already sent people to come and listen. Because small talk like this, they took it they always take it so serious, understand? And they work on the strategy. I just want in a situation whereby a lot of us, as we're talking, we'll just be mapping out some kind of solutions to all these things that is going on. Because sometimes you look at it, you can't even say this is what's going on. You can't explain. You'll be so fucking speechless. Okay, look at people that are dying. And the worst part is, when you come into the society back in Nigeria now, A lot of people will say a lot of people where they a lot of people background. If you do background check, you know say people don't really they talk about ADC in internet, and then back home, how many people are getting prepared? Like that registering your PVC, getting your PVC ready, so that because after everything, you go see how well these people are planned strategically to if 5,000 maybe people are collecting 3,000 to post them on X. Back then during election, you see 5,000. Giving out 5,000 to people that have not seen fruit since how many years. And they will be like, this is the only opportunity like we are gonna see this kind of money. So what I'm trying to say is there any kind of solution, kind of being ready for how we're gonna have a different thing during 2027 election? Because I don't want in a situation where we will talk after everything. They will still rig this election. They are fucking prepared. Imagine telling during ADC convention, they shut down everywhere. Like they are fucking ready to mess up ADC. Look at Bajabe Amila. Look what the fucking man is saying. Like, say somebody should stay in ADC and make sure that they say, oh my God, openly. And if you look at it, like we here, I know some of us are 20, 30, maybe 35, 40. These are the ages where during from 1967 down to 1990, let me say 1993 or 1990. Now they were all 36. I mean, Buhari them, all these people that ruled Nigeria then they were all 36, 38, 36. Okay, Murtala Muhammad was 36 when he became head of state. Olusegun Obasanjo 38. And they won't even allow us to even talk ordinarily, to talk, just to view, to voice our opinion. No. They don't talk more of say we won't. Where even, like someone just mentioned, where would they even see money to? Sorry, I'm shouting. Where would they even see money to say you want to go and buy from 50 million? Not to talk about 100 million naira. You don't chop. These are the issues. They always make sure that we are being suppressed. Hunger, they catch us. Okay, look at the only platform we are even using. How many people are even how many people are ready to fight this fight? Look at X. A lot of them don't even care. As long as they collect their money, they collect that small money that X is giving them. YouTube is paying, Facebook is paying, they don't care. But at the end of the day, all of us will pass through road. Look at Biniore. Was it last night? A lot of people were killed. Some were kidnapped. Our parents are there. Our siblings. I have my siblings back home. I have my parents back home. I don't know when it's gonna come. But people will be like, I'm living in Lagos. Yeah, it's not my problem. At least I have my pay from so it's paying me. But we are not even moving forward, seriously. We are not moving forward. We just need a kind of a solution to let's map out something we're gonna do to make a change. Just like Grandmaster just said right now, he's already sure. Even if anything is gonna happen there, let it happen. I always say MSACs, whatever during Exas protest. I wish this happened now, because that has killed the whole morale of so many Nigerians. I wish this happened now. It's not going to be a kind of police brutality. This is end bad government. Because what they are planning now, imagine people that cannot even use their WhatsApp. These old men, even on their normal home, if a WhatsApp message drops, they will still go to their son to what did they write there? Those their sons are we. they will still come over here to come and deceive us, like do things that you will be like, get shocked. It's very, very disheartening. Like, because me, sometimes I feel like, and the only thing I'm going to beg everyone that is listening here is please don't give up. A word, anything you know you can do, anything you know you can do back home, on Twitter, anywhere, try and do something. Because if something is not done, one day it will reach everyone. All of us must suffer it. I was arguing with one of my friends. It was like we should leave the man that let him complete what we are not even talking. Okay, I think this is the first thing all that this guy wants to end. Okay, we'll be like, okay, that he wants to try. He has tried for 4 years and he has achieved nothing. He has caused so many havoc in Nigeria, like the fuel, the everything. Everybody is buying fuel at 1,500, 1,400, 1 from 175 naira. It's very bad. It's very bad. And I beg, let's do something. If you know what we're gonna do to push this, it's a war. We are fighting. This is a war we are fighting, honestly. And we're going to like win. I know that to me, I feel like Tinubu is not going to win 2027 election if you are very, very, very serious. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, thank you. Oluwa Dami Larry, you have the mic. Yeah, Charlie, thank you once again. Oluwa, you have the mic. Go ahead.
Please give me 2 minutes. I'll be back on the live, please.
All right. Ademuyiwa, go ahead. You have the mic. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. I've been on the queue for so long. We almost lost my line of thought.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
I dropped some. No, it's fine. I've been enjoying all the contributions. I've been enjoying everybody what people have been saying. And I posted something in the comment section a couple minutes ago. I posted that a thief comes to steal, and destroy. And Nigerians are surprised that a thief is doing what a thief knows how to do. From get-go, like from the time APC announced this man, like that he will be the candidate, we knew that nothing good can come out of this. Like, it's not possible. You can't give what you don't have. But guess what? People called us names. People attacked us as polling unit. People did all sorts of things. And look at it now. And what is most painful right now is that despite people knowing that things are not going well, people are willing to die on that hill. All of the supporters don't mind if this man rules a nation of dead people. They don't mind if everyone dies, as long as he's president. As long as he's president, as long as they can say that, oh, he won second time, as long as they can boast, come on spaces and boast, master strategies. We need to study this political empire. We need to do this one. We need to do that one. They do not mind what happens. They don't mind if the whole of Lagos, if something happens, God forbid, they don't mind anything at all, just so this man would come back for second time. And that shows the mindset of the frame of mind that these people that we are dealing with, that shows where they are mentally. And this is why you should not be engaging them. This is why you should not even be having conversations with them, because the kind of thing going up upstairs. And that's that. Secondly, as regards Amukito and all of the madness going on right now, it's sad where we find ourselves in the country. And it's sad that ADC, the party leaders, are even playing to their hands. And the reason why it's sad is that they said yesterday, I think it was 10 days more, 10 days to the deadline. 10 days to the deadline, and here we are. We don't even have a candidate. 10 days to the deadline, we are still saying we want to post an 80-something-year-old man. 10 days to the deadline, some people are saying we should do primaries. And I told people that if we are going to do primaries, Mr. Peter Obi should just leave. Because a man that all the primaries he has done in his life, he knows how to buy and buy and buy, $10,000 per vote, $5,000 per vote. Is that the same man that Peter Obi wants to press against? Is that the same man that Peter wants to do primaries against? That man will tell you anything you want just so he can have your vote. And I tell Nigerians, it's the same thing with Tinubu, with Atiku, with any of these people. If I'm going to pay you for you to vote for me, but if I win, I'm going to lose everything I spent back home. And this man that I've been contesting since 1993, if he wins, he's going to get back everything he has spent. So if you're saying that whether it's Tinubu, whether it's Atiku, either of them, anybody that pays you to vote for him, see, Peter Obi said that if he pays you $1, a penny to vote for him, then he doesn't have your best interest at heart. I think you just stop me now. I'm on a call. Then he doesn't have your best interest at heart. Because if I'm paying you to vote for me, trust me, if I come in, I'll take times 1 million of what I paid you. And you dare not talk. If you talk, you're a bastard. Because I paid you and you voted for me. So I don't know what Nigerians expect from this man. He paid you, he spent billions of dollars on this election. So he has won now. What did you expect? He's going to get back everything he puts in. I am not disappointed. I'm not surprised that he failed. In fact, I saw it coming. Like I said, I lost my line of thought. I feel the queue was so long. I'm sorry. I'm just saying gibberish at this point. Let me just leave the mic. When I remember, I'll just come back. I'm so sorry. I've been on the queue for hours and I lost my line. I don't talk everything just talk on my head.
You made your point.
Thank you.
You made your point.
Stop me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my guy.
Yeah, you made your point. All right. Yeah, let's go to Ademo. You are back now.
I'm ready now. Please.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, you have the mic.
Is it me or Ademo you asked?
No, you, Oluwa.
Yeah, Oluwa Tamalawi. Yeah, it's 13 letter words, 7 syllable words. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak on this space. And it's been a long queue, and the reason why I actually requested the mic was, I think it was a third speaker before now when he was mentioning about the mess Nigeria is in terms of debt, and even if it becomes the amount of debt we have, that it's almost impossible for Nigeria to get across it. There is one hope I have in Nigeria, is the fact that Nigeria is abundantly rich. We have over 500 mineral resources, and even in terms of manpower, in terms of the skilled workers we have scattered across, the developed world, and in terms of even waste, mineral resources that we have in terms of wealth, is a pinprick to the wealth that Nigeria will generate. But Nigeria needs a leader where the Nigerian land can yield his wealth to. I'll give you a perfect example. When Buhari first entered in 2015, the very first thing he did, among when people said it was not 6 months, he didn't have ministers and all that. Even before he selected his ministers, he started oil exploration in the north, in the big chasm, big chasm bases in the north. And for his 8 years, he searched for oil in the north. He didn't see oil in the north, and I think it was in November 2022 that he managed to do the Komani River field in Nasarawa. That's in quotation. My point being is, there is oil in the north. We had moved a little to the right, a little to the left. You will have seen a vast amount of oil in the north. But the land of Nigeria refused to yield that treasure to him because it's not the leader we are yearning for. I can categorically say that we should not worry about the mess, we should not worry about the debt. We should be worried about getting the right man in the presidency. And then let us wait and see how the wealth of Nigeria will use this man. And the man I believe in is I'm Yoruba, and I'm not going to, toe the line of being biased or being. It was the famous that they used to cajole the Yorubas in 2023 elections, by saying, meaning that you cannot have your own competing for a post and give it to another person else. That resonated with the illiterates in the Yoruba language. But there was a reason Tinubu lost Lagos in the 2023 elections. That's because we knew or we know what exactly represents, in the political space, and is not the right man for Nigeria. I would just want to use this opportunity to beg Nigerians that please and please, the unique characteristics that the creator of this world gave to every single human being is the will, your will. There was a reason, according to the Christians, because I would apologize for this. I'm biased. My worldview comes from the Christian. He sent to die on the cross for your will. Don't sell that will for 2,500. Don't sell that will for a bag of rice, for a cup of rice, for a box of spaghetti to elect somebody. Somebody died on the cross for that same will. It's difficult to be a Christian, I guess. But you are willing to collect 2,000 naira to vote the same person because there's a reason they are giving that money. If they don't want to give that money and steal your will, they will do it easily because they're not accountable to anybody. But there's a reason they are giving you that money in exchange for that will. Going into 2027, we need to rally around Peter Obi, whatever it takes. If we miss Peter Obi, in this generation, there's a tale in the Bible that was talking about people eating their unborn or born children, and then they will boil those people to eat. It's happened, and it's going to happen in Nigeria because that is where the poverty line is going into. If we miss Peter Obi, our generation is gone. That's what I want to say. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak on this.
Yeah, thank you, Oluwa, Dami, Larry. That was inspirational. Thank you, bro. Velele, come in, my boss. I greet you. Take the mic again. Then
Yeah, thank you.
We'll go to high key.
Yeah, thank you. So actually it was Grandmaster submission. I was busy then. I wanted to just mention a few things. Look, Bola Ahmed he's not undefeatable, right? I think someone spoke after Grandmaster and was asking what are the plans? To be very honest, the only thing that is stopping the plans from moving into full gear is just my 80-year-old grandpa, right? For him to make up his mind, and support it to be that's all. That's what's preventing the plan from moving into full gear. Once he does that, a few things, right? The unpatriotic elements who support this guy that is ruining the motherland, they are not more than the patriotic elements. They are not more than Nigerian people, right? I dare say that they are not even up to 1/10 of the entire population. So the only thing that they have on us is that they take the business of destroying the motherland more seriously than we take the business of saving the motherland. And I'll show you an example, right? So you see all these, half-wits on Twitter, right? They are tweeting from morning to night, right? They don't have day jobs. You pay them their 3-5, they quote Tinubu's tweet, or is it 3K or whatever, right? It's their full-time gig. That's why it appears as though they are the majority voice. But the majority of Nigerians actually are, going to go and toil for their daily 2Ks, right? Are actually working. And while they are working, they are lamenting and cussing out the government. I had a friend, she came down from a bus and wanted to enter a bike, and the bike man was wearing a PC cap. And when the man called her, she looked at me like guy, what didn't give you mind? And then everybody in the bus was shouting and saying, "Guy, I go wear PC cap, won't carry person, shake the mad." So again, like I said, the majority of Nigerians are not for this government. The reason why it appears as though this government has some form of support is because of their level of organization, right? They do their jollof rice steaming, Wi-Fi blazing, and whatever it is they do again, right? They are organized, they pay their people, they put them on it. So when you come online, what you are seeing is an orchestra, right? Somebody has literally gathered these minions who are jobless, thanks to Bola Ahmed, in a group chat, maybe bought them a blue tick, bought them subscription, and told them, tweet day to night. And, if you tweet this amount of tweets, you meet your KPIs. That's literally what you are seeing happen on X, right? And then, of course, offline, you can see how badly the City Boys movement flopped. You can see how every other election that the APC has somehow managed to, quote unquote, win has been marred by, crazy amounts of vote buying, all manner of bullshit. Now, again, if this government was truly as powerful as people think it is, they would not be, following the opposition the way they're following the opposition. That is the sign of fear. Perfect example. if let's say I'm about to go into a boxing match with another person, if I know that I'm better than that person, I will not need to be undermining the person. I will not need to be saying, okay, try and drug him so he'll be sleepy, try and do this one. I'll say, no, bro, enter the boxing match with your full chest. I'm bigger than you, I'm bigger than you. I will beat you, I will beat you. It's the same thing. The APC is scared. They know the people are not on their side. They know because, again, these guys are bringing what? 12 years of darkness, 12 years of death, 12 years of destruction, 12 years of despair, right? This is the classical case of fraud. You promise people renewed hope when you are bringing despair, doom, and desperation. So again, the Nigerian people are not on the side of these people, but these people are very organized. Again, these are unpatriotic elements that literally wake up in the morning, bath and go to an office and think, how do we loot the motherland dry? How do we loot the fatherland dry? How do we divide the people? How do we win so we can continue looting, right? That's how these people think. So they are more organized than we are. And the only way to breach that is to what? Start organizing our own selves. And I think I said this on one space earlier. It's a very simple thing. Look, as you are now, make sure that everybody in your yard, so, okay, you're living in a block of 6 flats. Make sure maybe, again, somebody's going to come for me, but, it's normally the men in the compound that will fight. So make sure all of them, right? Because normally when you're going out on that day, you tell your wife and kids to stay at home, and then you give them emergency number to call and anything happens to you. Make sure all of them have their PVCs. But even if they don't have their PVCs, start to imprint it in their mind that, look, all of us are going to go out on that election day. As I said earlier as well, it's not on this space, it's earlier, go with like football, go with what? Go with anything at all that will keep people on that election day. And start preparing your minds that, look, we are going to be here, we are going to witness, we are going to resist. We are going to treat this the same way the APC people treat their gigs, right? Again, when they pay their thugs treat it like a job, right? When I don't pay me, make I go scatter, make I deliver. That's the same mentality. I want to save the motherland. So I practice with my guys. I'm like, okay, bro, Afana, this polling unit now where they here, they for this primary school. But if get one high-rise building where they here, you, my brother, maybe you go there here. Just they observe things, they give us communication. Me, you and you go there. So you plan it like that. If you organize yourself and you spread the information that needs to be spread all around, look, there is no, I mean, in the last election, the talks came to my place. How many were they? We were like 100 at the polling unit, and they were like 6 or 5. So they are never going to outnumber you, right? They are never going to outnumber you, but they are going to out-organize you if you do not start early. Again, following that as well, right? The information that you have on this place that is X, not a lot of people have it. Again, you go on Twitter Spaces, highest, you have like, I don't know, 1K people, 10K people. That's a small number. The WhatsApp groups, the Facebook groups, you need to get this information out there. Look, World Bank is even doing your job for you. World Bank is telling you, people are literally using straws to suck your motherland dry. What's this other people name that's publishing borrowing reports? They are telling you how much you are owing. So the information is out there. You need to get that information out, and you need to get your crew. Don't worry about the greater society. Focus on yourself. Look, within my flat, I know all my people. From that flat, extend down my street, I know all my people. We're in a small group chat. We don't discuss much. Once in a while, I post a receipt of how much Tinubu has stolen this week. Just something along those lines. We just keep it moving, and we know what we discuss. So on election day, we come out prepared. Again, don't allow these people to keep out planning you. It doesn't make any sense. Don't go to the election day like a lone ranger. Doesn't make any sense. If you're going to election day, wake up really early, right? If you're an early riser, wake up at 5. Go to your neighbor's place, knock on his door. He says he's coming. He said, no, brother, I dare outside your door, they wait you. When he comes, you move with him to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. When you are arriving at that polling unit, you should be arriving there, especially if you live in a street, you should be arriving there at a minimum with like 20 people strong, right? 20 people strong with a plan. With a plan to say, look, we all came together. Nobody's going to say, I don't vote finish, make I they go. Even if you say you don't vote finish, maybe they go. Maybe you can take, I don't know, morning shift, another person takes afternoon shift. So when I go there and morning shift, if anything stop coming, make I run, they come back. Or if you are doing afternoon shift, maybe somebody wants to go and wash in the morning, or whatever, however you balance it. But don't let the APC keep out organizing you. They are not more than you. They are not more powerful than you. They are just out organizing you. They are taking the business of destroying the country as a fucking full-time job. I mean, look at the elements that they are pointing to public offices. These people are literally after your life, and they are doing it deliberately, right? There's your Shaguri that they said helped Abacha loot money. There's your Bagudu. These are the characters they are bringing in to further sing the motherland down. You need to be as deliberate as the APC is in this their plan to take over the country and run it aground. I think that's just what I wanted to say, right? Don't allow the APC outplan you. You know, they shouldn't be, right? You are smarter than them. I mean, look at the INEC publishing absolute nonsense. You are smarter than them. Just take the time out and plan. As you plan, pull your people into the plan. Again, you already know each other within your yard. You already know each other within your street. Pull your people inside. And then, yeah, for me, it's quite straightforward. Thank you.
Yeah, nice one. Thank you, Velili. Be deliberate, be intentional. I like those words. Be deliberate and be intentional. Yeah, thank you, Velili. Make ADC. ADC, listen. And do the right thing. The right thing to me, 10 over 10. ADC, give me P2B and Kwankwaso. We are all set. Yeah, let's have another speaker.
Yeah, you called me, right? 10 over 10.
Give us okay. Give us okay.
And Nigeria will be okay.
Ike, you have mic.
Yeah. I hope I'm audible enough because I need to be heard clearly. First of all,
you are. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'll start from what Velele said because he took some words out of my mouth. So I want to ask some thought-provoking questions here. So let's say you are in your living room with your friends, maybe 10 of you guys, you're watching maybe a Champions League match. Then one lanky boy comes into start packing your people's phones so that he will make away with the phones. Are you telling me that you will come on social media or call somebody to know what you will do or what you guys will do to that thief? Let me give another analogy, another scenario. You are with your wife in your house. One man strolls into your house, passes you, maybe you're in your living room, moves into into the room where your wife is, pulls down his shorts and wants to have a go at your wife. Are you telling me you will come to the social media to ask what you will do, or you will call your mommy, or you will call your daddy? Because people asking these questions proves to be that, we have not yet understood that we are being raped, or you are about to be raped further. Because when you check it out, the people that are doing this, you outnumber them by far. I mean, if you go straight to statistics, because, facts don't lie, statistics don't lie, except maybe APC statistics. 65% of the population in the country right now are below 25 years of age. 65% of Nigerians are below 25 years of age. If you want to even take it a step higher, 10 years bracket, 75 to 70% of Nigerians are 35 years, younger. So I don't know why old men like Akpabio, Tinubu, and co will be pulling their shot down to have a go at your at your future, and you've not had it all figured out. You want someone to come in a space and tell you to hold your ground. I mean, because I've heard this, and I don't know if people are saying out of maybe they don't have personal conviction, or they don't, as in they are not, or I don't know, or is he a geek? Because one thing with me, I'm afraid of things that are repeated, because when something is repeated, one is either a geek or the person has been dumb enough to buy the narrative. You can't be by now, if you're a Nigerian that is passing through what Tinubu is putting Nigerians through, whether you are abroad, whether you are in the country, everybody is feeling the Shaggy Pro Max. Because even the people that you feel will never beg, today in Nigeria, they are begging. If they are not begging for rent, they are begging you for school fees. If they are not begging you for school fees, they are begging you for ransom to pay kidnappers. And you've not had it all figured out by now that you're not going to take, that's in you on your own self. I'm not talking about another person, you with your own self. You've not said that, no, it's enough. These are the issues. You don't have to come on space or come to public to ask us what is the solution, what is the tactics, what. Hey! Nigerians are 12 for now. Please, let's all be guided. Let's all be guided. Nobody is going to come and tell you what to do to that man who casually walks into your house and wants to rape your wife in your front. You don't carry anything, just waka. Nobody is going to tell you what to do when you're with your friends. You outnumber the one thief that came to pack your phones. Nobody is going to tell you what to do to that person. When inspiration comes, when wisdom comes, you will tell yourself what you're going to do. I'll keep it at that. Now we are discussing about this INEC issue. And something has been troubling me. With all this nonsense Tinubu and these APC guys are doing, something has been troubling me. And I'm asking myself, what if it was under this Tinubu government that Ebola came into Nigeria? Because we are sitting on a time bomb, but we are using it to play, we are using it to do tribalism. We are laughing. What if is in this Tinubu's government that man with Ebola came in to this country with Ebola? Do you know what will happen? Maybe the health minister will post it. Apabi will come and debunk it. These APC guys will debunk it. And before we know it, it will clear us in this country. Because we keep playing with our lives, but we do not understand the effects and the dangers of having this type of ridiculous, criminal-minded people in government. People who just steal. They can't fund the health sector. They can't fund anything. The only thing they can fund is governors to the camp, senators to the camp, so that they can play with the minds of Nigerians that it is all over. Yield. Okay, just yield. There's nothing you can do. What are you doing? Yeah, your governors are gone. Your senators are gone. Because Tinubu is a master of psyops. Every day they will gather some bunch of useless youths. This is not even suffering youth because we don't want to say it, but most of the problems we have are even diasporans, because these spaces and hatchet spaces, forensic lambas, those are diasporans hosting the spaces. But we'll just be here. They will gather some bunch of nonsense youth, organize themselves, and every day they have something they want to destroy in the minds of Nigerians. They want to destroy, maybe hope in you coming out to vote, maybe you challenging Tinubu, who is a nobody, by the way, because we don't even know who his father and his mother is. We do not know who his classmates are. They want to destroy anything, any fight in you, but this is where you will show character, who you really are. This is the moment where it is the real you, the person that is in you, that will show. This is where your conviction has to work, because if you are relying on another person, then you might as well just, log off and go and sing the mandate song. But don't be fooled. The people who are doing these things, they are not up to 1%. They are not even up to 0.5%. You gather the policemen that they've bought, the army people they've bought, the politicians they've bought. No matter what you calculate, they are not even up to 1%. So no matter the agenda they push, put it in your mind, these guys are not even up to 1%. So if they are raping you, if they are stealing your future as a Nigerian youth, it is your fault. We've run out of excuses. We've practically run out of excuses. There's no excuse again. So back to what I was saying, this is where I will tie it up. I keep thinking, like, if Ebola were to drop in Nigeria in this Tinubu's government, what would have happened? Because we could see the response the Goodluck Jonathan government put into it. You know, they went, churches stopped, you know, anything that is this thing, shaking of hands, doing anything. We saw how the response of the government then, how they swept into action. They did not spend 2 days or 2 weeks trying to deny the existence of it, which is the trademark of the Tinubu government. Tinubu government will spend, like, if Ebola was in Nigeria right now, they will spend like 1 month debunking it till the thing would get to a stage where it can't be contained anymore. Then you are now looking at 20 million Nigerians dead, 50 million Nigerians dead. Before we realize what, hey, please mute your mic, Mr. Waifu. Thank you very much. So to my fellow youths, which he said I will round up. If you like, think that you can out-fraud bad leadership. Oh, my Yahoo deal will soon click, so let me relax. If you like, think you can out-hook up the consequences of bad leadership. If you like, think you can out-influence the consequences of bad leadership. The truth is that you can't. I saw a video yesterday of passengers kidnapped in a GU bus along that Benin Ore road. The driver was shot in the head. I can tell you that probably in that place, 10 people were so unconcerned about what is going on in the country, about politics. Maybe if you ask them that time, they will be saying this narrative that Tinubu has fought so hard to push, which is, nothing we do to remove Tinubu. Because the narrative, they pushed it down the throats of, some gullible Nigerians. But now, they're negotiating their ransom. Now, they're not going to sleep with their families. They're not going to sleep with their loved ones. Now, they will value what freedom is. Not the type of freedom we are in Nigeria, because we are not really free, because everybody is fair game in Nigeria. Tinubu doesn't care about anything. He doesn't care about you. Both you that he's a supporter, he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about your security. He doesn't care about your life. He doesn't care about the life of your so-called loved ones. All he cares about is how to subjugate this country and rule it in perpetuity, just the same way he's doing to Lagos. So if you have not figured out what you will do to collect your life from him, I'm sorry, I can't help you. 10 over 10, I think I'll just, pipe down here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, brother, thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Charlie P, you don't laugh now. Thank you.
10 over 10. You know why they laugh?
Like that Ebola. I just didn't like I don't know if that's what you wanted to say. The guy, I really imagine
it's not about
I really imagine Ebola was happening today under this administration. Bro, first of all, maybe borrow like 500 trillion to fight Ebola. 500 trillion. Charlie, if you take the mic.
my brother,
Interesting times. Yeah.
Really interesting times. No be the Ebola they paid me. As the last speaker spoke, and he really spoke well. I say it still falls back to us. And seriously,
10 over 10, we can argue with our keypad and everybody will say what they want to say. Tinubu saw a system of idiots. And he's using it. And I agree with what Ugbai said. You know, when you see laws, 10 over 10, you could remember vividly before Trump took power, that his first term, our first regime. 10 over 10, were you not shocked at the amount of power the American president had? Because what happened was that people who came played more of the human aspect of using that power. But he came and told you, "Look, I will use this power." And he used it to the fullest. And you've seen him still exhibiting it. That is why it is very important at every time you want to hand over leadership, hand over anything to anybody, the person should be worth it. Now, Peter do grag apostle. When I see Jesus look, say, on you, I go build my church. Because power is very, very important. It can destroy, it can make life. And that's why a part of me still insults some of our past leaders because they knew. I think we're discussing, not about an hour ago, we're discussing about the Constitution and how it was quickly put together because they thought, and the person that was saying it was, I don't know who was saying it was Abubakar. No, that Constitution you're seeing was written by Abacha. It was just a top up. That Abacha packaged that in because he thought it was going to continue. So that's why you can see the draconian activities or the draconian tyrannic dinosaur, pages and passages inside that document because he thought we were just going to move. But guess what? As lazy as we were back then, everybody was just celebrating democracy. And I think Nigerians just like living short-lived success. You know, when you score one goal, like football, when you score one goal, you just forget yourself, go relax. Now, so we'd always fight as a people, not knowing that the enemy or the opponent can always bounce back. We're so excited, so blindfolded, and we didn't really plan the transitional government. And you know why 10 over 10 again? Why anybody can go to hell and burn to blazes is because we used also emotions to transition into democracy. Oh, we want to pay Abiola respect for that. We picked somebody who from military to prison knew this thing. Now him with the class and I be the best president. But I just they try to tell us, say, from the base, from the roots of that transitioning into democracy, we still applied emotions. And now we've applied certain and your emotions that they deal with now. I still do not blame Tinubu. In as much as anything they do, they pepper me. I do not blame him. And like the last speaker said, we are not ready. This thing is happening now. 10 over 10, look at what happened in Nepal last year. Now last year, that Nepal madness happened to be 10 over 10. That last year now.
Yeah.
Look at what happened in Nepal. Last year. This is exactly what was happening. Exactly what is happening now in our country. That was what was happening there. See, the people said, we don't do. You don't do. The only problem with our own, we say, now everything and everybody. So it is still the people. And I like the analogy that friend was making, the last speaker, talking about if you dare house, this thing. I know his story. Nobody say if you dare house for, I don't forget the name of this community. I always forget them after Naked Junction. If you go before reaching before Inquiry Junction, and this again one community where they use the I can't don't forget the name of this community.
Nayagwa.
No, no be Yagwa. If you go about, if you go about after Naked, the next no.
Nangopala.
Agbala or something. Just after Naked, if you go about after Naked, you will see one small community before you reach another community, before you reach Inquiry, that airport road. Don't forget the name of that community. I used to have
Now busy.
no be Obinze. No, I did talk about Aba Road. Obinze in Port Harcourt Road. So a man there in house, he don't shark, don't drink, come back. Arm robber attacked them that night. As arm robber attacked them, they wake them up. We know they know highness, and they wake them up. Nagbala now be the place, yes. I think Nagbala, yes. They wake them up, knock and prove proper. As they beat him, they beat his son. That one I know very, very well. So there were 3 of them. So as they beat him, they beat his son. Normally, take this. The guy say no get money. Now the man say na highness. The boy they na highness when Papa use wake up, they try understand what they have. But guess what? The guy get one lovely sister. When those guys wanted to take advantage of her, guess what happened? The man eye clear. He fought those 3 armed robbers. He was shot. So the man, so before he died, na crippled. They shoot him for a rib. But one armed robber went down, like died, and 2 escaped. This was a man where did they beat him? Did they beat him? Did they beat him, boy child? But when they wanted to take advantage of his daughter, he fought back. When will Nigeria get to that stage? Because when they don't even rape our born children. So I do not blame Tinubu for nothing. And I stand to be corrected. Even these something they call Obodo Igbo people, they are just like our leader, human being. The Bible wasn't dumb when it said the heart of man is desperately wicked. You know, even say desperately. So people will run over people. People want to take over, take over nations. And we saw what happened about humans when there were no laws. You think these guys that were crying or clapping over their society today, they understand the importance of a country without no law. And that's why all of them are fighting. That's why all of them are putting every effort to make sure that no matter how a human breaks down, mentally, emotionally, socially, there are institutions to hold that person responsible. They know. They understand the importance of what? Power. And they created this institution, protecting it with everything. What do we have in Africa? Having a president choose he's going to be a referee in a game that he will be part of. I've never heard of that goddamn thing in my life. Up till Jonathan, every ministerial position to a very, very large extent were occupied by technocrats, people who were legends in their professional fields. Then a dumb skull like Buhari. And that's the problem of getting idiots to run over you. Guess what he did? He politicized those positions. Today, ministerial positions are a reward of what? Politics. Now, why the white man going to tell you anything when they no write for paper? Anything when no they documented, no be talk. So that's why I know they vex for gentleman agreement too. Where they happen now, where they say, oh, and they cheat everybody for one tribe. You guys can cry to hell. You see, that's why gentleman agreement not be agreement, because it takes one idiot to mess up that agreement. And that's what we are having today in our society. If I wake up one come 100 million, go give me because he believes I go pay you. Maybe you go give him and go pay back. You go because of my payback, you want to give everybody 100 million without having something on paper. That's what is happening in our country today. And now we have seen the person understand the power he wields in doing rubbish, and we are all crying. Military now. People where they worry them now, small boys where they do TikTok, where they give away. And they buy their generals when the country not at war. Although most of the people where they be brigadier general, they don't even deserve to be brigadier general because they've not even gone to any war. At least in America, before you call yourself a bloody brigadier general, you go don't count wars where you don't win now. Strategic warfare where you don't distance. This lazy, that's why they kill them now. They use well. Shut that. I don't know. I just don't know. All I'm just saying is we can cry Tinubu here and here, but still lies. Everything lies. I mean, everything is sitting with 200 million people if they want it. We've been calling ADC, we've been calling Obi. I respect every process. I want him to come out as my president, but at the same time, please cut Obi some slack. Cut him. He's human, just like you. If Nigerians had done what happened in Kano, the way Kano stood behind the election in 2023, I'm sure INEC would have gotten the memo ever since. And now, earlier when we started this space, about 4 or 5 hours ago, we're now deliberating pattern bringing in Opodolo. And we're now making it central. So in 2026, a big dynamics around good governance is still bordering on the line of, 10 over 10 come from Southeast. We need to focus more on getting it in. And we are looking for a prosperous nation. But one man insulted one of our brothers who went to show the biggest agbada and sat in a very lovely view to enjoy his chess game. And one guy made a very, 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 very silly or good comment. And I was shocked. The same Nigerians that cannot keep their acts together without calling each other where they're from started calling him racial. Wow. When I tell us, say we get dementia as a people too, that one understatement. Even where all of us they quarrel or they insult ourselves, we still everybody feels they tell the guy what a racial statement to make. I think I don't know whether they will figure one big hall will contain 200 million people. Then we'll sit down and do a proper therapy. 10 over 10. I've been getting one of my uncle who work for NPC. I don't even know whether that parastatus still exists. National Population Commission. INEC, that and Porto, I struggle to pronounce that name when I want to call it. Is sitting on a budget of 1 trillion. Guess what? Nigeria since 16 years. No, 2006, 20 years. Nigeria since 20 years has not conducted to know how many people reside on that geographical space called a land. And we are laughing and nobody's even talking about it anymore. We don't even know how many we are. So what happens with the help of UN, UNAID, budget of this, and in coalition with the NPC, every year they just project and add 10% on top of our number. Make it an official figure and call us one population. Even our population as a people, now scam. We can't boastfully say that that data is 70% right. Since 20 years. This vote was budgeted every 10 years, right? It's supposed to do it in 2001. Enter 2006. Now 20 years and no sight of that coming up. Guys, I'm just hopeful about 2027, but I'm not excited. I am just very hopeful, but I'm not excited. And I've made peace with myself internally. May I confess 10 over 10. I don't think I, as Charlie P, will see a working Nigeria. That's the resolution I made within myself. Why still waiting from the corner? Ezekwesili came here. Ezechikwili, sorry. Came here and said, oh, let's keep shouting.
So you are cautiously optimistic.
No, I am just my brother. I may try your luck. So I try your luck by my mic here on now. But if I make Nigeria better again, I'm not excited that I'm good. Me personally, I don't know that I will see a good Nigeria. I know I will never see a good Nigeria again. That's the peace I've made within myself. So now my default mode, I try your luck. Anything they do. It's no longer strategy. Now try your luck. And that's a bad way to live as a human being. But that's my reality. Because even getting Nigeria to work, see us quarreling with people. 10 over 10, shame no they catch you when you come. Idiots with doctors, professors, and this, you sit down with them to have a very sane conversation. A friend wrote something in the app today that the real strength of a human being is knowing that, how did he put it? He said, the real strength of a conversation of a human being is knowing that this is a lie, and you know that this lie is avoidable, and you just let it go. Why stick your neck is something that will get you into trouble. You see somebody who called himself an ICT director. Trying to regularize what we call a what do we call it? A transparent electoral process. Is struggling to explain. Harry, now him and Harry they argue. People are supposed to uphold the law. In Nigeria, those days, we hear people resign. So whether you hate it or like it, that lady way for NYC come with your name, Adioshi. You can see where her moral came from. 10 over 10. That former finance minister where like say she do NYC. When the heat was on, she just carried her bag run. Guess what? Her environment, exposed that to. There's nothing defending being an idiot. She carry her bag, just tell Buhari, I don't fuck up. Maybe the only thing where they promise and say we don't go prosecute you because that's in Nigeria she's supposed to go. And she finish, she carry her bag, do it wrong, go UK. Go underground because she knows she cannot even get a job or something very, very useful that will put her in public eyes even in the UK because of her fuck up. We have somebody who is a lawyer, his son, knowing how this thing is going to damage his reputation. And why did they reject on ambassadors everywhere? Because of rhetoric, because of agenda they push on social media. Because nobody's held accountable. And it's not because they've shamed his profession that he's worked so hard to build. And that's the question again we need to start. Did they really work hard to get to where they are with the level of what they've attained? Because I cannot see somebody who has gone through those rigorous processes, those very hot flames to become a son, to become a professor in law, and allow his name to be messed up like this. The question is, do they get this thing by merit? I'm beginning to question some of these things. But I'll end with these notes. 4 years. Check how old you are right now. Add another 4 years. And add your importance or your relevance in the scheme of things in this world. If you know and add it and you say, Kai, if I read this in the next 4 years, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do this. This is the best time to act. If not, we'll come back at the age of Atiku or the age of Peter Obi. I keep saying the same thing they've been saying. Nigerians, take back your country. 10 over 10. Thank you. And a big good evening.
Hey. Nah. Thank you, Charlie P. Yeah, thank you. Well, I was gonna respond quickly to some of the things you said, but you see, Charlie P. Well, I am not giving up on Nigeria. You understand? I still believe, even if we don't get the best country, we can still salvage whatever is left of the country. I am still, there's still this part of me that believes and still hope, and still hope that somehow we'll get, even if not a perfect person, somebody that would at least, be a clear departure from what it has been. I somehow believe, because the reawakening, the consciousness to an extent, I think people are beginning to understand that, see, this thing can't continue like this, but you see, like Velele said, we have to, in fact, we must to keep organizing ourselves, keep sensitizing the ones we know are not aware, keep doing what we can to influence the status quo. You get my point? So I get it can be discouraging. It can be discouraging. For somebody like me now, see, like I said the other time, cautiously optimistic, I'm waiting for what the judgment of, or the ruling of the Supreme Court, or those judgments scheduled for tomorrow will look like. But part of me, I am not preempting these people. You get? But part of me is just, where will it go? My heart is telling me one thing, my head is telling me another thing. Because I don't believe, I do not believe the Nigerian judiciary. I don't believe the umpire INEC. I don't. So I will be surprised. I will be shocked if that ruling goes the way of ADC, for example. I will be really, really surprised. Not surprised to mean, they've turned a good living, right? But looking at how desperate the government in power is now, I will be surprised. They may give you with right hand and look for a way to take it back with the left hand. But I think what I will still keep saying, and what I will still say for the opposition to, whatever they are doing to rile up Nigerians, they need to do more of it. Whatever they will do to rile up Nigerians. Nigerians are looking forward to more of it. You get. So, Charlie P, I understand sometimes, like Odunayo, I mean, I understood where Odunayo was coming from. You think about the country sometimes, you just want to give up, you know? And that's why it baffles somebody like me for the life of me. You get paid whatever amount to come and paint a picture of what is not to your fellow citizens. How do you go bed with your eyes closed? How do you go bed with your eyes closed? Knowing you're preaching the wrong message, you're driving the wrong, very, very wrong narratives to your fellow citizens. See the level of insecurity, and somebody with a conscience will come out and tell you the insecurity is caused by this. And then, I mean, a lot of them have been recruited to start disturbing us on social media here. A lot of them. I know one lady like that now that has been so busy all over the timeline, all over the streets, with one soft voice. She wants to sound innocent for you people to listen. She wants to sound like she cannot kill a fly. She want to sound like she's sincere and honest, but underneath what she's saying, guy, she is busy. More of them are coming out.
It's her name, Folake.
To socially engineer you. I kind of don't want
Folake.
I just don't want to concur or accept that that's the person. But I mean, if you've been on this Twitter for the last 2 weeks now, you will agree with me. There are new recruiters. Some people have been procured to do the dirty jobs for this current government right now. Socially engineer you, you know, and if you're not conscious, like if you're not aware, if you don't apply that highest level of emotional intelligence, guys, you will fall for this thing. I'm telling you, if you sit in that chamber and they platform themselves, prop things up, if you're not careful, you will fall for it. If you are not careful. And this is being done by, of course, a government that rode on propaganda to power. What do you expect? They want to ride on it to to cling to power. You understand? That's just the thing. You know? But I think the consciousness, the awareness to me, to somebody like me, I think it's on the increase. And there's this thing when I was in the university back then, I used to have a professor, Professor Sagai. He's with the International Institute for International Affairs now. He will tell you, there's something he says. If you don't understand, he doesn't want, he wouldn't come repeating himself. He just tell you, see, each one tell one. And that concept of each one tell one is you have a responsibility to look your right and your left and make sure the two people beside you are running on the same direction with you. So that's just the thing. Well, I don't know who will go next before we begin to bring this space to a close. But guys, I am looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be, I am not a lawyer. The little I know about what is going on now, it's gonna be some kind of make or mar for the opposition, and then we'll see what happens from there. You know, let's see what happens. But a kekere judiciary, I don't have a license anyway, so I'm not even scared of somebody coming to collect my license to practice. So I do not have any level of confidence in the Nigeria judiciary. I don't. I am not preempting them, but I don't. I don't believe Nigeria judiciary can give, especially when they are politically related. Especially when it's a politically inclined judgment. But let's see. If we get whatever we get, I hope any of us will invite us to, rub mind, discuss, exchange ideas, give our take on the outcome of the ruling. But I'm definitely sure I'm definitely sure whatever the outcome will be will wow all of us. So we'll come here again tomorrow evening, depending on, I mean, I don't know, AI or any other person would want to gather us here, and if we're available, of course. But it will be an interesting Wednesday. Yeah. So Justice, you have your hand up. We'll circulate. We'll share the next 20 minutes too. I think I just have 3 or how many people that have not spoken. Yeah, we'll just circulate and then we'll bring the space to a close. By the way, thank you guys. Thank you for coming around. Dr. AI, Omar, Charlie P. I greet everyone. I see big brothers them. Kenny. Oh, Kenny, you are requesting. Yeah. We won't even close the space without without hearing from one of our either statesmen. Yeah, just hold on. Let's have okay, Justice left. Kenny, you're up already, right? Yeah, you have the mic, my brother.
Yeah, I will go real quick since you're wrapping up.
Yeah.
When Charlie P was talking about power, Trump, and then you now speaking about this Supreme Court, it made me really sad, like extremely sad. Starting from that, we are now in the era where existence of a political party now depends on the president of Nigeria. Not even like a small party, a small mushroom party like that. No, existence of entire highest opposing political party now depends on the fate of a sitting president. It's so sad. It's so sad on what power can do. And that's where it takes me to what Charlie P said. And I my mind ran through some presidents and how much they use power. You kind of find out that a good president with power and control, that has power with control, like Obama, they don't use their power. They don't really, they use maybe 0.000 of their power on their citizens. They don't really unleash it. It's always this, these people with cowardice behavior. They will unleash every single power within their limits. Every one of them. I mean, we are witnessing it in the United States now. This guy can use any power whatsoever that is available to him. They will be breaking every barrier, every boundary with power, and be asking, is there more remaining? And that's why it's so sad in Nigeria we have a person like that. Buhari was bad. Buhari was not ready to exhaust every single power in his in his arsenal as a president. He did not. Jonathan did not do so. Yar'Adua did not do so. Obasanjo did not do so. They have all this power, just like the what's his name, George Bush. George Bush said power is corrosive. But we now have a president that is ready to use every single one of those power. He has used it. He's even accumulating more to unleash more harm. And it's just, I don't even know how sad I can't even express my sadness that we are even having a conversation that existence of a opposing party that contains the level of the politicians like Peter Obi, Atiku, Erufai, and is even fighting for their existence. It's unbelievable. Like, and we are having it, and it's now a normal conversation. We are like, okay, let's find out tomorrow if ADC will be existing. That's how they pursue the person in in a Labour Party. Will it exist or not? The person left. Same with PDP. What they did to PDP, destroyed it. All with court. It's not even about their being powerful or winning people over their party. No, it's just the court. They use the court. Once you come to court, this guy is their criminal people that is in the court. It's either criminal people or the ones that are professional that is already paid. It's so sad what this man is doing to Nigeria. Like, he's not only selling Nigeria, but he's destroying the remaining of Nigeria. And people think, oh, maybe tomorrow things will magically be good. No. The standard, the foundation that was laid, like Charlie P was talking about 1999, we started off in a very bad foundation. And now there's another bigger hole that is being dug into that even bad foundation. And Bola Tinubu is doing so now. Nigerians, it's up to you. I mean, if you want us to live in this lawlessness country where, anybody can get arrested. Anybody. Look at the bread raid, the girl that talked about bread without showing a label. It got picked up. When you're traveling on the road and you can be killed, it's happening right in our eyes. And those things, we think is an utopia world. It's happening in our eyes. If you enter, the moment you enter a vehicle to travel to a place, you have it in mind. There is a 50% chance you can be killed. It's a reality. A political party cannot exist. These people are not even preaching about collecting PVC. Have you seen any APC handler on this X promoting go and collect your PVC? None. They don't care about Nigerian people. They don't care about you. All they care is how to gather the Nigerian money. And the same people that is doing this on X, their family will be killed. If their family is not killed this year, they will be killed next year. It's like that simple. But let's continue. Nigeria, let's continue in our sleep, in our slumber, in our docility until we wake up. Until we wake up. Sheyi Tinubu will rule us. His children will rule us. And Nigeria by that time is purely anarchy. And they can develop a particular state for themselves and live freely there and secure only that place. And the rest can go and, be killing themselves. But if that's what we've decided for ourselves,
Oga Kenny, all
to
those
Nigeria.
they say, sorry, Oga Kenny, those they say for those movies, Elysium and the rest of them. You're right, though. They can create a very big city.
It's
for
in
themselves.
Russia. They have it in Russia.
You're right.
They have it in Russia. What's this place in Russia? Those small countries that is around Russia that that put in what's the name of this guy? There's one of the strong men. He created a particular area of the country. It's well controlled. It's well built. It's beautiful. That's where the cronies, everybody live there. It's in North Korea. So it's at the end of the day, that's where we are trending. Where Chagori and Tinubu will create a place where they can live. You cannot be allowed to come in there. It will be a gated state or perhaps a town. Non-Nigeria will come there except the cronies. And by that time, the rest can be going and be killing themselves. The bandits or the terrorists, they will create all this to be killing you while they are using our resources to enjoy their life, their family. If you like, you can pray all you want, send them to hellfire all you want. They will be enjoying their life. Their children will enjoy your life while you're dying. And so it's up to Nigerians. It's up to Nigerians. Thank you so much, 10 over 10, and for giving me the time.
You never disappoint. Kenny, you never disappoint. Yeah, thank you, Kenny. Yeah, thank you. We just need to. Else, Tinubu will finish. Sheyi Tinubu will take over. Sheyi Tinubu's son will take over from there. Great grand if care is not taken. Yeah, Justice. Yeah, you have the mic, my brother.
Yeah, the last speaker really made me very emotional.
He did.
That is the very truth. 10 over 10. Anyway, tomorrow is already here. We'll see what the Supreme Court does. There must be opposition. I mean, Tinubu is not running away with this. Certainly not. This is not a monarchical kind of government. He must have a formidable opposition. That is what democracy entails. And that is what Nigeria must have. And Bola Tinubu must know that we are neither Cameroon nor Benin Republic. No, it will not happen. It will not happen. So let us wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow is already here. Tomorrow is here. We'll see what the judgment of the Supreme Court will be. Let them tell us that internal party issues should now be decided in court. Let them just give us that judgment. But Bola Tinubu will not be coronated in Nigeria. Otherwise, everywhere party goes scatter. It's clear. So let nobody beat about his weary heart. There is no struggle that is easy. Nigerians were warned, about this idiot who is in government now. They can see to what extent he's willing to burn Nigeria into ashes just to rule over it. Do we have confidence in the judiciary? Absolutely not. Those guys also want to live in and enjoy Wike's 40 duplexes without being questioned. So we are seeing a day-to-day destruction of our democracy in our very eyes, but never again will it happen. But tomorrow, like I said, it's already here. That is all. We'll be here to know what their ruling would be. Democracy will always have opposition, whether they want to accept it or not. That is how it is. Otherwise, we close shop. That is why I would always say, if we're not ready to practice democracy, then we can go the line of Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, and all of that. But democracy must have opposition. No. This is where Bola Tinubu's time will come to an end. Even if it means going into another shitty party, just to make sure to fundamentally, show that democracy must have opposition, then Nigerians are willing to do it. That's number one. Then, of course, again, it brings us to, you see, these baby boomers, the very generation that enjoyed the best of Nigeria, the best of Nigeria's oil wealth, oil boom. Some of them actually, and of course, I speak in respect of the shameless INEC chairman who has refused to resign, but must also resign because it is one fight at a time. When we finish this ADC fight, the pressure on him resigning is already there. But again, I'm trying to recall us to the fact that is the worst generation, the most bigoted generation, the most disrespectful generation, the generation that craves respect the most, the generation that enjoyed the best of Nigeria. Most of them enjoyed free education because there was oil boom. They enjoyed the best of university systems. This is a generation of my fathers, the people that talk about how they received free tuition and they had free meals in school. They came out and met jobs. That is the same generation that have buried Nigeria as it is. The Ojos or Carlos of this world, that particular class of people, they are Mupitons of this world. They are the ones that had the best. They built a wonderful career for themselves. They made giant strides for themselves, and then turned around to destroy this country. A time is coming. And of course, I know that it is not all of them. There's always an exception to these rules. But majority of the people in this class, they are called baby boomers. If you look at them, if you watch their utterances, if you see the way they move, the ones who have held power and how they have destroyed things and how unapologetic they are, you begin to really wonder, do we have hope? But that generation, we must remember, have caused this country more pain than good. Check all of them. All of them born within that baby boomer generation. Before we had the millennials and the Gen Zs, and then going forward. So Amupito must also resign. Because you see, all this nonsense of having to investigate, be the judge, jury, and executioner of his own case does not make sense. He must go. Cannot. It is better for us to have another Ronu, appointed Ronu INEC chairman, than this one that has already been exposed and he's denying his partisanship. So, but like I said, since we're rounding off the space, it's not going to be a long monologue. Tomorrow is already here. Let the Supreme Court tell us that, oh, this cannot happen. This will not go. Because again, you already know where this is headed. We have a Chief Justice of Nigeria that cannot step her filthy legs into the US on account of judicial corruption. It is clear. She can't go anywhere. The woman is so dirty that the US government don't even want her close to any of their borders. That is the same woman that gave a very controversial judgment that made a Supreme Court governor in Imo State. So many people do not know. It's that same woman. So tomorrow is here. Let us see what their judgment will be. And we will now know whether Nigeria is actually drifting into a one-party state or not. But of course, Bola Tinubu, the criminal drug baron and certificate forging bandit of Chicago State University, a known FBI fugitive, cannot crown himself king of Nigeria. Nigeria is not Cameroon. Thank you very much. I yield the mic.
But thank you, Justice. Spot on. Let's see what happens, like he said. Let's see what happens. And I like the way the opposition leaders are, singing those choruses to him so he can hear. Except he does not want to even contest the election too. That's when you will have just the one party and then he gets coronated. But yeah, thank you once again, and Justice. Let's have I think it's CWT. Yeah, CWT. Let's have
10 over 10. Thank you very much for having me on your space. And I agree the house and all the speakers I've had spoke. They all spoken well. I didn't come in early, but I'm here and everything I've been hearing is well justified. Now 10 over 10. I just want to add to all this that have been said. Kenny, the big man Kenny said something, and that's the truth. You see, the truth is this about power. Tinubu has grabbed the power. He told everybody, you see, grab it, snatch it, and run away with it. I don't know. Are we still sleeping? I just don't understand. Sometimes I just like to ask ourselves questions. Are we okay? Because we can see that the destruction is going on rapidly. But some people will just come on space and they will use gigantic vocabularies to distract people and turn people's mind to become something else, listening to jargons, while the reality is like daily activity, People come online and say there's no insecurity, blah, 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 and all those stuff. But daily, people are being killed, people are being kidnapped. The other day I was online at 10 over 10. I saw something, somebody posted, I think she's an APC supporter. She said her sister was kidnapped on her way to Kogi, something like that. She has been calling on the DSS, blah, blah, blah. It go touch everybody. Everybody will chop breakfast. You understand? Everybody go chop breakfast. And they talk all the time. I know you hide my mouth. You see this country where we say we sometimes I kind of feel like, do we really need to wait for the opposition? You see? Because the power right now that remains for all Nigerians is the power of the people, the people's power. Tinubu can grab all the power he wants, but the people's power is the ultimate power. And when the people are ready, I don't know when they are ready, because as I'm seeing it like this, I don't think Nigerians are ready. I just pray that we are ready, because if we are truly ready, I don't think Tinubu and his cronies they can even they can stand the power that will be coming against them. You see, that's the truth. So if we say we should sit and let soap enter our eyes because we are supporting our tribesman, because this person is Yoruba, this person is Igbo, this person is Hausa, then we are not yet ready. We are not yet ready. See, everything we talk about, politics aside, we are not yet ready to take our country. No matter what they do, no matter how they loot, how much they loot, if we are truly ready to take back our country, 200 million plus people, we are ready. I think somebody says it's a scam. The census is a scam. Well, how many millions we are and we are ready? We'll go in and we'll take back our country. But we are not ready because you see educated people, where I mean respected people in the society they'll come on air, they'll grab them interview on TV and or in any other podcast or whatever, and they will